Hello everyone, this is our next chapter of level 1, types of respiration. Respiration is the involuntary catabolic process through which oxygen is utilized for the oxidation of glucose in the mitochondria to produce energy. The chemical formula of respiration is as follows: glucose plus oxygen and given rise to CO2, water, and plus some energy liberated. Types of respiration, it is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic means it takes place in the presence of molecular oxygen. The food is completely oxidized to carbon dioxide and water. This process releases large amount of energy. The organism capable of aerobic respiration are called aerobes. Most animals and plants are aerobes. Aerobic respiration can take place in two types, direct and indirect. Direct, it is the process of exchange between environmental oxygen and carbon dioxide in the body cells without any need for special respiratory organs. Example, aerobic bacteria, protists, plants, sponges, coelentrates, flatworms, roundworms, and most arthropods. Indirect respiration, it requires special respiratory organs such as skin, gills, or lungs. Indirect respiration takes place in the skin, buccopharyngeal, lining gills, and lungs. It is called cutaneous, buccopharyngeal, bronchial, and pulmonary respiration respectively. Cutaneous respiration takes place in skin, annelids. Some crustaceans, eelfish, amphibians, and marine snakes, it can occur in water as well as in the air. Buccopharyngeal respiration takes place in certain amphibians such as frogs and toads. It only occurs in the air. Bronchial respiration takes place in many annelids, crustaceans, mollusks, insects, echinoderms, fishes, and some amphibians. It occurs only in water. And pulmonary respiration takes place in snails, phyla, some amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. It only occurs in the air. So anaerobic respiration, it takes place without any molecular oxygen. It is also called fermentation. It is a partial oxidation process. Only a part of energy or 5% of the energy released. The rest of the energy remains trapped in the intermediate compounds. It is found in lower organs like bacteria, yeast, certain parasitic worms like Ascaris tenaciolium, which live in the oxygen deficient medium. External and internal. So external pulmonary respiration, it is the exchange of gases between the air spaces of the lungs and blood in pulmonary capillaries. The deoxygenated blood gains oxygen and loses carbon dioxide for circulation. Internal tissue, it is the exchange of gases between blood in systematic capillaries and tissue cells. The blood loses oxygen and gains CO2 within cells. The metabolic reactions that consume O2 and give off CO2 during the production of ATP are termed as cellular respiration. So ideal characteristics of respiratory membrane: thin, large and moist with a large surface area, completely permeable to oxygen and CO2, should have a high and rich blood supply or vascularity, should have abundant respiratory pigments like hemoglobin. So some questions arises. What are the types of respiratory organs? What is cellular respiration? What is the definition of respiration? What is aerobic and what is anaerobic respiration? We will meet tomorrow again in our next lecture. Thank you.